morning, world. Good morning. I'm coming to you today and talk about some good things. Doctors, lawyers, scientists, castor oil, 2 teaspoons of salt. In me, myself, how that I seen 2 women in my life. There was unsuscitated, however you said, one responded, in other words, in the hospital bed. And I just heard on the news, CNN, how the doctors said that the medicine and the machinery can only do so much, but your immune system have to fight along with the medication, have to fight along with the antibiotics. Your immune system that belongs to you is worth $1 trillion each and every day. God wake you up. Each and every day, you put your mind on a journey going forward, not backwards. So, I hope this video reach all over the world, tell the truth, because it need to. Now, if your immune system help you fight any virus, any bacteria that's sticking on your parts that's within inside of your body, only thing the doctor can do is check all those parts out, see what parts is been damaged. And you don't want to get to the point where ain't no part no good to you that you need to use, that God give to you. And I have to say that I hope scientists, I hope doctors, I hope lawyers give the mother and the father a chance to strengthen their son's body and his mind. You know, when your parents is out of state and they come to visit you in your state or out of town, 5 and 6 and 7 and 10 hours away, and you sick and you on the hospital, you on the ventilator, all that stuff, and they didn't get a chance to see you before all this stuff happened. But when they does come and see you, and you're on the ventilator, you're on all kind of medication, and you can't respond, so they bring your dose down where you can move around. And once that happens, you kind of like can hear your parents. You know they made it here for you. They know you here. And that's a good thing. For somebody's dying or somebody's struggling to get out the hospital, that's a good thing. That's strength. To know your mother's in town to tell you that she's here for you. And she wants you to fight whatever bothering you. And doctors try to do what they try to do, and the scientists be trying to teach the doctors what to do. And through medication and through machinery. Well, that's good. That's a good thing. But I'm going to tell you a story, my story, about, it's so many people that I have been around and used my mind and mouth, and they made it. I had 2 women in my life that I know about that they had strokes, seizures, and all that. I got a brother been in the hospital up there, down there, and folk out of there, Florida, for 5 years. And I sang happy birthday to him But now I can't do that since the virus done came out. But I can understand why I can't give my brother strength down there in Florida by singing happy birthday to him. I've been singing it to him all his life. I've been singing it to him 5 years. I don't know what procedures that I need to take, what procedures that need to be taken so I can sing happy birthday to him. He know himself, he alive, but he know himself that he can't reach out, he can't respond. He can't open his mouth and say, brother, I thank you for singing happy birthday to me. But right now, God is just holding me where I need to be. So I'll be glad and be happy that the Lord touched my brother one day and give him all those new things that he have lost in the hospital, have lost in his mind and strength and health and body and soul, in his immune system. But I feel like this. If they give my brother some castor oil along with that salt they put in his body, I feel like his body would be cleaned out. And what does it hurt when a doctor don't put the time in and said that give him 10 days or 14 days or 17 days or 18 days to be here on earth with a breathing machine? Well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. But all I'm trying to do is get this video to touch the hospitals. Why we can't that every person that come to the hospital that's bad off sick and stay there for at least 3 days, take castor oil and the saline for 1 day. Take the castor oil and saline for 1 day, and then the next day get back on saline, because the castor oil gonna clean the immune system out so good till the doctors will be able to understand that, hey, maybe we need to go in there and clean that up. Not remove it, because castor oil gonna remove whatever bothering that part inside of your body, because it's a cleaner. And I didn't make the dirt, I didn't make the water, I didn't make the sun or the winter. But I know God created all the roots in the ground. He created all the trees in the ground. And he created all the seeds in the ground. Well, castor oil comes from a seed in a plant. And water fertilized it, and dirt hold it in place. See, you think about it, and well, they had a seed and it ended up in the ground. Well, it came from the ground, just like a root came from the ground. So that's where castor oil come from. So if you take a seed and you put it in the ground, plant it in the ground, and a certain part of the ground, a certain part of the earth that we's on that grow certain different type of things. Because I know India, as far as I'm concerned, that India came from India, castor oil. But anyway, get back to the immune system that the doctor was talking about. He said that your immune system has to fight what's going on too, also. Well, your immune system is just like a sewer pipe, 4-inch sewer pipe, 12-inch sewer pipe, big as the sewer pipe can come, flush everything through. But you better believe from here all the way down and all the way out that back pipe of yours, that keep things from having you smelling the way you smell. Everybody in this world can look pretty if they want to, but they smell. They come out that pipe out the back of their body, stinks. And stuff that we put in our mouth, bacteria, germs, and all that kind of stuff. Nasty. Some of it filthy. But if you can get that stuff out of your body by using castor, you can have a new body every time you take it. But I advise you to just take it 2 times a year, every 6 months. Because all that food, all them germs and bacteria on that food and on them machines that cutting the food up and all them warehouses is pertaining all that stuff, keeping all that stuff and boxing up all that stuff and freezing all that stuff. Them chemicals. They don't tell you what's going on till they get in your body. And then it tells you first, and then it tells the doctor second. So, I'm just telling y'all about a sewer pipe. This is where the sewer come in at, and back there is where the sewer go out at. And you spend all that money cleaning the outside of your body with bleach and detergent and God only knows what. And then in the inside, only thing you're interested in is just putting poison in there. And stuff that going to destroy it in there. Stuff that going to take advantage in there. Stuff going to tell your immune system, I got you, immune system. What you going to do now? And when that stuff in your body ties your immune system down, that's the only thing that you got inside of your body to fight what you're fighting. But you can clean it out and stop fighting it. If doctors just go ahead on and put castor in the hospitals, each and every last one of them, and let this sick person or that sick person flush themselves out before they start doing x-rays and blood tests and whatever, they do. Let them clean their immune system out first. Seem like it's just like a motor that need clean oil, where you flush the old oil out and put the new oil in. And then that engine and then that body will perform better than it did. Because it's just like a new body for a while. Because that food, you'll be eating it. And the bacteria and the germs and whatever disease it gives you inside, you're carrying it around just like a nuclear bomb inside of your body. Because you don't know what it's doing. Like I say, you know it, your body smells like a sewer pipe. If people realize that how sulfur tanks smell when the wind blows, but now they don't have sulfur tanks, they got pipes. So that's why I say the opening of the sewer pipe is your mouth. And to let the sewer out is your backside. So what we need to start doing is taking care of our inside more than we do our outside. And we need to respect our inside. And we need to find out about all the parts in our body. So we know which part is, we know some of the things that happen to people. They know that their kidney was failing them. They know that their heart was failing them. They know that their bones and their knees and back, and they know their eyes. They know their teeth. They know all these things. They know their hearing was failing them. They know all these things. They give these things that God created you with give you signs. Well, I'm just trying to give you a sign on something that God created for you to cure these things and help these things stay right with you, your body. Don't you want everything to stay right with your body? When you clean it up and have it smelling good on the outside, and people say, what that you got on? Because it smells good. Okay, then they say the same thing. So, what you had, man? Golly. And you sure smell bad. Seem like everything in you is dying. You got that right. Seem like everything in you is dead. You got that right. A dead sewer pipe that's plugged up, they take it out of the ground and put a new one in. But you don't want to put all new parts in your body when they can be all cleaned out. I'm just asking everybody in the world to listen to this video about castor, saline, and two spoons of salt if you ain't using the saline. If you ain't using that bag of saline, use two spoons of salt. Nice size spoon, not on little tablespoon. That's what we need to do, y'all. Doctors, nurses, can y'all take y'all phone out y'all pocket and put it by my stepson so I can give him strength, so his mother can give him strength just to hear our voice? You know something? I'm going to tell you something, a miracle. My son's wife was in the hospital, and we didn't know what hospital she was in. And this is the blessing that happened. When we find out what a hospital was and where my wife's son was, we couldn't hardly get up there. We had to tell them we was from out of town and who we was and everything. And they talked to the nurse and talked to the doctor and talked to the floor that my stepson was on, and they let us went up there. And he was sedated and everything. And so when we did go up there, he wasn't sedated real bad because we seen days that he was sedated real bad and he didn't respond to nothing. He didn't know we was there. But he got a chance to know that we had came 5 hours to be there with him, to give him strength. And that's what we did. We gave him strength because he started crying out of one eye and he kept moving his left leg, wouldn't keep it still. And then he ended up having putting gloves on him, mitts on him, because he was trying to pull the tube out of his mouth. So we know that God knows that he knows that we was here, and we still here. So we need all prayers from all peoples all over this world to pray for Jeremy Wilson. That's his name. We need God to put his hand on him and clean his body out with the problems that's bothering his body. See, if nothing's bothering your body and God have took those things away from your body that was bothering your body, then your body is back to where it was when he made you, when he created you, in good health. And that's all you want to live for in this world. Not because of money, not because of a roof over your head, but just to live with a good, clean body will have you with a clean health and a clean soul and clean thoughts and clean remembrance, remember things. So, you too, I thank you for let me talk to the doctors and the lawyers and the scientists about castor and about letting them come in and let them stay 2 or 3 days, whatever to stay. But the castor don't need but 1 day. It don't need but 24 hours to let the doctors know, hey, it wasn't no big problem. You just need cleaning out. Ain't no castor oil in the hospital. And y'all need to question the hospital and ask them why that y'all don't clean the system out before y'all start working on the system, before y'all start doing things to the system. Half of them people that come to the hospital, they need to be cleaned out. They need to be cleaned out. And ain't no castor oil in the hospital. I talk to doctors all the time, and I tell them they don't even know what castor oil is. They don't even know what castor oil do. They don't even know if it don't, if it can't or won't. They don't know none of that. It's a shame for nurses trying to take care of a patient and ain't got the authority to take their phone and put on the bed side that patient ear and let that patient mother and father give them strength. Build their immune system up for them by giving them strength. When you got strength, you got a good immune system. If you ain't got no strength, you ain't got no good immune system. This is the point of that. So a mother and a father can build a child's immune system up. Because when you got strength in your immune system, then your immune system got strength. So both of them go together. When you talking to a child and your son or your daughter, and their immune system is weak, and when they hear your voice, their immune system gets strength. And once that strength come in your body, then you be able to communicate however, whenever, because your immune system is your lifeline. It's a lifeline. It's just like 911. It's just like a nuclear bomb. That's your strength. Your immune system. Carry you around, put you to sleep, wake you up. Your immune system. That's what fights for you. With it, all the parts that's inside of your body is a part of your immune system. They help you fight germs, bacteria, flu, pneumonia, cold, cough, sneeze, whatever. Castor oil will help all those things. Selene will help all those things. But getting back to my son, his wife was delivering a baby at the same hospital we was trying to find where my wife's son was at. She was in delivery and he was in intensive care at the same hospital. We came 5 hours to find that hospital. My son and his wife, she delivered the baby. We couldn't go up there and see the baby from see the baby from a piece of plexiglass because they wouldn't let us upstairs. And so happened, I told my son, I said, let them know we from out of town and we came. It was blessed for us to just get him on the same time she was going to deliver the baby, and she was delivering the baby while my wife's son intensive care over there dying. So we took care of 2 problems at one time. We came back the next day when we found out my daughter and my wife's daughter-in-law was in the same hospital and finished to deliver the baby. And I found my son came down and I talked to him and I tried to get him to tell the people upstairs, could we come up there and look through glass and see the baby and stuff and see her or whatever at the door or whatever. They said no. But guess what God did? Guess what God did? Guessing is a whole lot of things. Guessing is a whole lot of things. Guessing is a whole lot of problems. Guessing is a whole lot of right. Guessing is a whole lot of wrong. But guess what God did out of all that? She was on the second floor, third or second floor. But my son called and asked her could she walk to the window with the baby. And guess what? We didn't see her because power was in the way, but we seen her because God's power was right there at the window where we can wave our hand at my son's wife from the window. We seen her down. We was on the ground outside, and we seen her. We seen her wave her hand. We seen her put the baby up the window. We seen all that. See, you can't separate God's thoughts away from your thoughts. You cannot separate God's thoughts. God got thoughts the way God got thoughts. You got thoughts the way you got thoughts. Now I'm not going to say that. Who was right? Was we right to go up there and look at the child from the door with a mask on and gloves on and sanitary wipes? Since we had came from out of town and since we was the real parents? Come on now. We was the real parents. I know the nurses dying. I know the nurses getting sick. I know this and that. But I've been wearing a mask all my life, Holly, because I can't deal with the dust and the dry throat. I can't deal with that. So anything that I'm working with, that man create, I put my mask on. I put my glass on. It's being safety. Safety caused me to be right here now today. Being safety. And I thank God for it. So my wife just got a phone call, so I don't know if it's an emergency phone call. I don't know what's going on. But thank you, you two.